Hey, how you doing? Coach Master is back here with Heart to Heart. Train the heart of a champion from the inside out, our heart to your heart. And we hope today that we would just encourage you with our character playbook this year. And that character playbook is to be strong and courageous. The main theme this year, courageous. Building the total athlete from the inside out to be as complete as we can be to reach our potential. And character is crucial. Character is the thing that helps us to overcome adversity and be successful in life. Is the most determining factor, Tom Landry says, to be successful and overcome adversity. Hey, this week we want to talk about Onward. I know you're pretty long down the line your season, and sometimes we have a tendency to turn around and look back. Sometimes we have a tendency to kind of just stay where we're at and settle. It's never time to settle. The reason we want to move onward is the only way to reach your potential is you've got to keep moving forward. You've got to keep moving forward because the bottom line is this. If you aren't moving forward, then you're not growing. And if you're not growing, then you're not living. And if you're not living, well, then you're dying. And that's not a good place to be. Especially near the end of the season when we're pushing towards playoffs and sectionals and big meets. And this is a time that we got to push forward. How do you do that? Well, let's get to our first belief statement. But onward, the definition is pretty simply this, is directed moving forward in space, time, or development. We want to continue to develop our skills, our character, the spirit of the athlete. We want to be smarter athletes. We want to keep moving forward. I mean, brings me right to my 2 object lessons. I mean, like, I don't know about you. I love turning the switch. When the light bulb comes on, it's a lot easier than walking around the house with a candle in your hand. I mean, I'm thankful for Edison that he wanted to move us forward, okay, and not sit back in the candle age. I don't know about you, but onward's a good thing. I mean, me, all right, I grew up when we got a touch-tone phone. That was a cool thing. Right now, I got an iPhone 6. We're moving forward, okay? And things will continue to move forward. And if you don't move forward with it, you're going to be left in the dust. So here's your first spirit, what you believe type statement that develops the core values, who you are on the inside. You got to have core values. What do you believe? Well, I believe this. Forgetting what's behind me, reaching forward to what is ahead, pressing towards the goal and the prize. The prize? Well, I think it's 2 things. First of all, like I said, we got to forget what's behind us and move forward. If you had a bad play or you had a bad performance, you know what? Forget about it. Move forward. If you complain, you will remain. If you get stuck back there, you won't move ahead. So you got to forget it, press forward, move ahead, reach forward towards the goal and the prize. And I think there's 2 prizes. One is become the best you can be, and number 2, I know I kind of repeated myself on that, but the best you can be is the real prize is, what are you playing for? What are you competing for? You competing for something bigger than yourself? Remember this, that trials always produce perseverance, and perseverance produces character, and character always brings us hope. So if you got a trial, then you need to push through it. You need to press onward, move ahead. Don't get caught standing still. Now, which brings us to the mental aspect or the think aspect or the smarts of the athlete. Developing what we're thinking. This week's tested now what statement is courage to be a finisher or courage to finish strong. It's not about just finishing. Will you finish strong? Will you be the light bulb? Will you turn the light on one more time? Give it one more shot. One more chance to make it, to be the best that you can be. Which then brings us to the next part of being the complete athlete, which is the social aspect, and love always covers. How will you love your teammates through this? How does that look like when you're moving onward or forward? Well, when it comes to love, it's this, is that faith working itself out in love. When you're moving forward, you got to have faith. But what propels that and pushes that is love. And that gets back to the initial belief statement. Forgetting those things that are behind, reaching forward to what's ahead, pressing towards the goal, the prize, and the prize is always the team. Your love, your passion for your team. That's what continues to propel us forward. Now, when we get to the last part, the skill aspect, can I just encourage you on this? The bottom line is never underestimate the power of gradualness. Keep working. Do the little thing. When talking about onward, what little thing could I do today to make me better for tomorrow? What can I do today that others won't, so that'll put me in a place that others won't be tomorrow? What can I do today? What can I do? Don't forget this when it comes to onward and growth. All hard work does lead to profit. Mere talk is useless. I don't know how many times Edison's failed to get that light bulb, but you know what? He never quit. I think it was hundreds of times before he got this thing to work, but I'm so glad he pressed it onward. Hey, let's take a look at one of our great quotes this week from one of our coaches, Tommy Lasorda, great baseball coach, one of the greatest of all time. Tommy said this: there are three types of players in baseball: those who make it happen, those who watch it happen, and those who wonder what happened. Are you the guy that's going to make it happen? Or are you going to settle? Don't settle for the box. Get out of the box. Move forward. Be an athlete of faith. Remember, faith working itself out through love. That's the love aspect all the time. And the love is very powerful. As we wrap up this week here, this one's a 10 and this one here is a 0. I don't know where you're at in that scheme worker thing, but I hope you're working towards that 10. Turning the light on, because that's when the light turns on. When you keep working at it, the light bulb eventually turns on for you and you get it. Stay after it. Get it. Get stuff done. GSD, man, from Dr. Kevin Elko. Get stuff done. Move onward. And remember, no matter what happens in the end, love never fails. Hey, love your teammates up, man. Encourage them. Move forward together. Which reminds me of a great quick little quote. An African proverb says, go fast, go alone. Go together, go far. Go far with your teammates this week. Love never fails. We'll see you next time.